Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. Today is the weekend, the first weekend I've had in so long, and I've been very unexcited about doing anything, even filming YouTube videos, which is so strange for me. So I guess we're gonna do an update. We're gonna do a what's going on, where have I been, and what's happening. So I want to share all of that with you guys today. So be sure to like this video, subscribe down below, of course, if you want to join the Charway crew. So much stuff is happening and so much exciting stuff is happening. And of course, comment any questions or thoughts you guys might be having, because I love to hear from you. So with all of that said, be sure to grab your caffeination, because I am about a quarter down mine and I'm definitely not caffeinated enough yet. So let's dive into today's video. All right, so as you guys know, I finished my yoga training this year. I also was taking my prenatal and postnatal yoga training. So I just finished that a couple weekends ago. So I am officially done all of my yoga training for the year. I feel like I spent the entire year doing training. And I've been doing, now that we're in December and we're gearing up for the new year, because you know how everything just gets like super fun and then it becomes instantaneously new year, new plans, new goals, new this, new that, new everything. So I decided that I was going to take December to really reflect on my life and really reflect on the year that I've had and take the time I needed to regain my forces and to appreciate all of the work I've done this year, because I think it's so easy to just keep pushing forward and keep moving and keep churning, and I have a tendency to not ever just live in the moment and appreciate all of the things that are happening and all of the excitement that's happening. So I decided that December was going to be that month where I really start to, I'm still working on planning January and getting January going. And I have 2 pre-registered programs starting in January. And I also am working on another project with someone today that I will be sharing with you guys, hopefully as long as it all goes according to plan. So I'm still planning and putting things in place for the new year, but I'm also making sure that I'm taking the time to really honor the work I've done this year and how hard I've worked and how much I've put in to myself and my dreams and my passion, and just feeling really good about that. It's been a really crazy year. Like, I think you guys have been on this journey and I feel like a different person. And not in a bad way and not necessarily in a good way. I just feel so shifted. And I think I've shared this with you guys before about feeling different. And I think if anyone knows me personally or has known me for like my whole life or for many years, they know that I'm like a social bunny and I love to be putting myself out there and I love to socialize and I love to fill my time with friends and family and loved ones, and I love to just like go and adventure and try all these different things. And I still like all of those things, but I like them a lot less than I ever did before. I've really tuned into this side of me that it's very like, I don't know if it's very personal or if it's just very like intentional, but I've really tuned into my spirituality through yoga, and with like crystals and energy and tarot and essential oils I was always into, but like I've really up-leveled my spirituality and the intention of why we do the things that we do in life. And not that it's hard to connect with people on that level, but I really love doing the work. And I feel like the more I can put into here, into myself, the more I can give to you guys. But I find that friendships can be really trying and really exhausting for me, where if it's not serving me and it's not doing me well, then I don't feel like I can participate. And even some of my closest friends, I still have resistance around doing things and spending time with them and going and doing stuff, because I really am in a season of starting to plug back in and starting to plan for 2020. And I have some really big dreams and some really big goals. And that's something that I don't want to sacrifice for the time I spend with people. I'm really shifted. I've really changed. And I think it's for a greater cause. And I know a lot of people can get like, oh, you don't respond to messages, or you take so much time to get back to me, or la la la, whatever it is. And I want people to know that it's not about them, and it's not that I am trying to just be resistant and be like, I don't want to talk to you. But I only have a certain amount of cap and space for people, and I have a lot of people that come at me. And I don't want to ever discredit that or have the idea that I don't want to hear from you guys and that I don't want you in my life. But there's a limit of space and time, and I have a lot of people pulling me in a lot of different directions. And that's the whole point of my brand, is to create community and create a space where you guys get support and feel like what I'm putting out there is bettering who you are as a person. That is my entire life's purpose, is to give outwardly and to love and support you guys through everything you're going through, or anything you're going through. But that comes at a sacrifice to time with other people, and I can only do so much. And I feel like the pendulum may shift in 2020, where there'll be more space and more time, and that's where the goals are going. But I can't see into the future, and I can't see what's next or what's coming. All I can do is put the energy out there and manifest what's happening. But at the end of the day, I don't want people to think that I'm not wanting to talk to them, or not wanting a relationship with them, or whatever might be happening and whatever they might be thinking. That's probably not the case, because the only reason that I revert inwards and have become more introverted is because of what is the intention behind what I'm doing, and why am I doing the things that I'm doing, and the answer to that point blank is I'm doing it because I'm either up-leveling myself and changing my own habits to better you guys, or I'm creating something that will better you guys. And I want to live authentically through my brand as I'm giving to you. And that doesn't mean that I need to be constantly plugged in and constantly connected and constantly spending time with people, because I can't do both. And not that I don't love my social time, because I do. There's those select few people that get that time. But past that capacity, I'm not willing to give any more. And I don't feel like I should have to keep defending myself. And maybe I'm defending myself because I have guilt around the lessened time that I spend talking to people. And I have guilt because I've always been a certain way. And I've shifted the last year. Like, I feel so different. And I feel so much lighter, but heavier in other ways. And it's just a constant work in progress, a constant journey. And that's the evolution of putting in the work and working on yourself. Because when you invest in something you believe in so passionately, and you invest in yourself, you change and you grow and you become so much more confident and secure in what you have to offer. And I feel in such a good place with myself. And I don't want this to come across as self-serving or that I don't care about you guys, because everything that I do to work on me is a benefit to you guys. Because I love what I do, and I love influencing and being a light and being this shining person for you guys to look up to, or to get life advice from, or to get excitement from. And that's all I care about, is at the end of the day, you guys. And I feel myself like getting emotional, because that's where my heart and soul is. And I just want you guys to know that when I revert in and I take less time or make less effort or don't give as much to you on a one-on-one basis, it's because I am working on a greater cause and a greater purpose, because there's so much in this world that we forget, and there's so much pain and negativity in this world. And I know that my life's purpose is to make drastic change and to change people's lives. And every prediction and manifestation I've done, and everything that I've projected into the future is aligning with everything that I'm doing. And even like my humongous horoscope reading for 2019 was so on point, and everything that happened this year was so amazing. And I couldn't be more grateful for the life that I have and the changes that have occurred in me. And I'm happy and thankful, but it's also been hard because I have shifted so much. But I'm still adjusting to all of this change and adjusting to this new Shar. And this has been a huge year for me. And it's okay to be scared and to not know and to be unsure of where you're at and to not know if this is the right path. And there's so many variables of what you're doing with your life. And the more that you grow and the more that you learn, the more that you change yourself, the more change you'll see and the more change gets created. And I know that I've definitely been struggling this year to be like, I'm so different. I'm so shifted from where I was. And there's a difference. There's a difference in me. I feel like I'm a larger, shinier light, and I'm brighter than ever. And I love that part of me. And I don't know. I'm just rambling now, I think. But basically, you guys get the gist that it takes a lot of time to be greater and to work on yourself and to up-level who you are. So please understand that I love you guys, and you guys are the reason I do what I do. Every single person that's in my life is the reason I do what I do. And because I have a spiritual calling from something else or from somewhere else that is guiding me to this, to do something greater with my time and with who I am. And I just am following that path and listening to everything that it's telling me, and I am just staying plugged in 110% because I know that there is so much for me that I have to accomplish. So with all of that said, I'm going to stop rambling, and I just wanted to give you guys an update on life after yoga training and how I'm doing and where things are at. So if you guys have questions, let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe down below because I love you guys here so much. And stay tuned for big stuff next year. We've got lots of yoga plans happening, lots of prenatal classes, lots of planning happening, and I will start to plan out doing a podcast because that is coming sometime next year. So that's my plan, but there's a sneak peek for you. But I love you guys lots. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.